No. Namaste, my witchlings. Hello, hello. How are we doing tonight? I am frizzy. It's been a day. It's been a day. Welcome, my witchlings, to Witchlings Around the Cauldron Midnight Mass. This is just kind of an opportunity to chit-chat, hang out. We light a candle at midnight, have our blessing as we welcome the new day. Hey, Jabbo, how are you doing? Hello, Vibin' Bears. Grace. Nice name, I like it. We're pretty chill in here. Pretty easygoing. I have a Luna. Well, hello, Miss Thing. You don't normally come stick your nose up while we're in here. Can you show Luna? What are you doing, silly girl? I didn't drop any crumbs. You don't get Bratsy bites tonight. I'm sorry. Hi. This is our baby girl. Alright. Sorry, she doesn't normally come bug me when I'm in the office. So when she's in here asking for attention, I give her a little bit of attention. That's the man behind the curtain, also known as the husband. Excuse me. Wow. Yeah, that's the Technomancer. I always forget that's your screen name here. Hi. You're not getting my Bratsy bites. Oh, she figured out I'm not sharing my food, so she wandered. She ran away, abandoned me. I feel the love. She loves human food. All right, so Jabbo brought a wife with. I'm doing pretty good. Are you Grace or Bear? She is now guarding the door. Life is never dull with 3 dogs and a cat. Just saying. Well, now that I can scoot my ass over to the correct place, I will. Yep. I had to move because the doggo was here. She's a good dog. Thank you. All right, you are Grace. I love my little bit of whimsy here. It's cute. And I mean, hey, why not? I'm a fully grown adult who buys my own stuff. I think I can buy my heart-shaped glasses. Hey, keep rocking. How are you doing tonight? Glad to see ya. So, for the new people here, hi, I'm Di the Yoga Witch. I am a practicing witch of a little over 30 years. It was 30 years at Valentine's Day this year. I am a 200-hour Yoga Alliance certified yoga instructor. I am working towards my 300-hour. I am a Navy veteran. I'm a wife. I'm a mom of human and furry children. And this is what I do these days. You know, it supplements the VA pension I get. What is something I'm proud of myself for that nobody else sees? Surviving. Granted, people do see that, but, you know, I've lived through some shit in my life that would have taken lesser people out. And I tell you what, I'm glad I'm still here. Normally I'm hyper because I'm also ADHD, autistic ADHD. So that's all kinds of fun too. I'm not going to ask. She's got her nose buried in a compression sock. Any advice on how to manage patience? Breathe. V number, did you miss me saying I am a service-connected disabled Navy veteran? And I get a VA pension. I did my job. But yeah, managing patience, breathing. Lots and lots of breathing and counting to 100 if you need to. Hell, there were times when I would count to 10 in multiple different languages so that I could regain some patience. Insomnia plus hyper, yep. And then add on top of that, I have children, 3 kids who followed their mother onto the autism spectrum in varying degrees of ADHD and autism. That was always entertaining. You want to test patience, have your 5-year-old child melting down at the county fair because his uncle told him he couldn't ride home with him. That was entertaining. Yep. Yeah, the Army isn't a whole lot better. But, you know, having been on both sides of the uniform, I will readily admit there are times when I fully agree that the hardest job in the military is being a military spouse. Yes, the active duty one is the one who gets deployed into harm's way. But they have their battle buddies. When the wife gets left at home, especially if it's a brand new duty station, she is alone. And it sucks. Hey, Chauhankushi? Chauhankushi. Cool. What part of India? I have a friend in Mumbai. Yeah, being a military spouse takes a special breed, I'll tell you. Kushi, okay. Kushi, that is such a cool name. I am warm. It is that time of year. I am either roasting to death or freezing to death. There is no in between. It's so much fun. Is my chair... I feel like I'm short. Nope. It's hard to apply your learning to yourself. You're not wrong there, friend. Thank you. My husband agrees. Mr. Mans is snoring behind me. Oh, I'm in Seattle, or Seattle adjacent. And it's not just the heat that gets me, it's the freaking humidity. It's awful. So says you. Mr. McGowan, I have had purple hair since my little brother passed away in 2021. And I dyed my hair purple because prior to his death, he had had hair every color of the rainbow and had been trying to talk me into it. So I'm like, yep, I'm going to do it for him. So the husband was away at a race that weekend, and he gets a random picture like Sunday morning going, I did a thing. He's like, damn it, I was going to help you. He came home and helped me fix what I had missed. Because at the time, I didn't have kids at home anymore. Yeah, lost, well, let's see. My dad passed away October of 18. The incubator followed him the day before Father's Day of 19. And then we lost a couple of other family members during COVID. One to COVID and one, we have no idea what happened. Thank you, Maurice. We chopped 8 inches off of my hair when we dyed it. And it's not exactly short still. It was a rough about 5-year stretch for us. Welcome to Washington, right? I'm going to bet dollars to donuts. It has something to do with the current administration taking away women's bodily autonomy. So, and colored hair and piercings stand out and make us a little bit more obvious and individual. And I have noticed that especially the septum piercing, because I've got both nostrils done as well, and an eyebrow. Whoops, wrong one. There it is. I can never remember which side it is. It tends to be a deterrent for people I really don't want to talk to anyway. Oh, that's cool. We're in Washington, Grace. It's a big-ish state, but it's also within a day's drive of anywhere, you know? One of my kids lives literally on the border between Washington and Idaho, and he can get home in 4 hours. Yes, with the overturning of Roe v. Wade and all of the abortion bans going into effect, there are a number of people in the public eye right now who are openly advocating for repealing the 19th Amendment and other things, but this is not the time or place to discuss politics. But yes, women here in the States are rapidly losing our bodily autonomy. So apparently Tottenham has a thing for Mormon girls. So, yeah. How the fuck would I know? Sorry. Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm a witch. That does not mean I can read minds. She told me once, but I'm like a goldfish. Roger that. I understand how that one goes. As I said, it's a big state. Yep, in one eye, out the other. Exactly. I am actually going to put that on some of my glasses. True, but the overwhelming majority of the population of Utah are Mormon. They're either Mormon or they're military, because I believe there is an Air Force base. Yes, Top Gun is in Utah now. And I'll probably yell out the name of the base at some point, because I can't remember it right now. Between 42 and 60%. And 90% of the Utah population are related. Well, they're Mormon. Having dealt with enough Mormons, the town I lived in, you were either Mexican or Russian. And if you weren't Mexican or Russian, Hill Air Force Base is down there. Hey, empath. Good to see you, friend. Top Gun just went right through my head. It is not at Miramar anymore. But if you weren't Mexican or Russian, you were one of two things. You were either Roman Catholic or you were Mormon. I was none of the above. Wouldn't you? I actually explained the losses of bodily autonomy that have happened so far. Did I not? That does not surprise me, empath. Mormons tend to not like outsiders. Hey, at least they said a woman can become a man. So, you know, chances are they weren't referring to transgender people, but who the fluff knows? How do I support my wife who has spiritual abilities? Ooh, that is actually a really, really, really good question. I would ask her what she needs from you to support her. That would be my first thought. Ask her. But if it were spelled that way, it would be entertaining. The man behind the curtain pointed out you were here in the chat, and I'm like, well, ask her, because she's the one you're supporting. I can tell you what would be supportive to me, but that is news to me. I did not know the Mormon Church had a thing about mixed race. Oof. That's something I'm going to ask. That's some of my ex-mos about. See, I have family who are ex-Mormon, but I haven't spoken with them since I was a teenager. So I don't even know if they're still alive. It was my grandmother's in-laws. Her two brothers-in-law. Two of her brothers-in-law. There was a third one. I can't even remember how many siblings grandmother had right now. I just remember the outlaws. They referred to themselves as the outlaws as opposed to being in-laws because outlaws are actually wanted. God, I miss them. Now, as for how do we support a wife with spiritual abilities? That we can agree with. Because, hell, I'm particularly fond of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir because they are insanely talented. So, hey, I was invited to a Mormon wedding and had to sit in the parking lot for the service. Yep. Oh, dear Lord, that is so not surprising. I actually think I know which temple you were at, too. It was probably the one in Bellevue. Almost said Bellingham again. It's because we both come from Catholic backgrounds and have abilities, and it might be hard to understand to someone who's actively Catholic. Oh, my God, is that not accurate? I can imagine how furious you were. I think the only reason I really knew that non-Mormons cannot be in the temple during the wedding, I learned that when a friend of my brother got married in San Diego. My brother had to not go into the temple, but they were allowed because the wedding was inside the temple and then the reception was on the grounds so they could have their non-Mormon friends around. But it's so weird. The Mormon faith is one of the weirder faiths. They've got... They're culty. Just like the witnesses. But we're not going to go into cults right now. Yep. We have a friend who has... he's had enough NDEs that he is at this point on a first name basis with the Archangel Michael. Calls him Mike. Mike looks at him and goes, "Oh, you're back. It's not your turn yet. Go home." Yep, the temple is reserved for those who are considered extremely devoted Mormons. Oh, you mean they... We're going to be nice and mind our manners. Only part-time. But still. I have issues with the Mormon Church. The youth group I went to as a teenager was great and good and fun, but as soon as they figured out they weren't going to convert me, I wasn't as welcome anymore. Oh, I am so sorry, Sal. Well, this is not going to be the stream for you, friend, and we're not holding you hostage. There are worse things than the Church of LD. There are very much worse things than the Mormons. I mean, just saying. There are far worse things. Oh, There are far worse things. Trust me. I have lived through some shit that would be far worse than the Mormons. Actually, I think it would give the Mormons nightmares. Oh, okay, he keeps bopping the cash box. Rock the cash box. Anyway. See, the ADHD is coming out tonight. What? Oh, him streamings. Okay. Mom's gonna move the cash box. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do during Midnight Mass. I just kind of sit here and chit-chat with everybody. Yes. Kind of agree with you there, Jabbo. Ooh, empath. Yeah, I can understand that one. We're not going to show that, but my heart goes out to you. To be honest, I was put here to disturb normal people's peace. Fuck yeah. See, there are 30 of us living in this head. I exist just to confound people. It's kind of fun sometimes. Diagnosable or non? I mean, I do have CPTSD and dissociative identity disorder from prolonged sustained trauma prior to the age of 5, but you know, other than that, I'm pretty much as healthy mentally as one who's been through that kind of shit can be. Krista, before you do anything, darling, my friend, you had to click a box agreeing to not come in here and proselytize at us. You clicked the box and said, no, I will not. And then you come in and proselytize at us anyway. If I am not mistaken, aren't the Big 10 rules, you know, the 10 commandments, isn't one of those thou shalt not lie? So by saying, no, I'm not going to do this so that you can get through the door, and then you come in and you do exactly what you just said you're not going to do, you just lied, and therefore you broke one of the 10 commandments, did you not? Just a thought. Thank you, Tottenham. At last count, we had, wasn't it like 28 that we could get names for? Note, I say those are the ones that we could get names for. There are still a few running around up here who won't give us their names. And yes, DID is so misunderstood. It's purple. The rest of y'all couldn't see it, just trust me, you don't want to. But yes, DID is so fucking misunderstood, and apparently it's become a TikTok trend or something like that shit to pretend you have multiple personalities, and I'm like, I really wish before people decided this is a cool thing to do, that they would actually look into what causes these conditions, because I would not wish that kind of trauma on my worst forking enemies. Toxic Twat Waffles Grace. Yes. Arr. I think her name is KP Stratman, is where I picked that phrase up. I mean, hell... What's my zodiac sign? I am a Capricorn Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. Now, if you want to talk astrology, I have an astrologist friend I can send you to. It's not my wheelhouse. Yeah, but Roger that, Atlas. Thank you. You know what's bugging me the most about that whole word salad, Invisible? You misspelled weird, and I cannot get my brain to wrap around anything else except that. Hey, Skeletor. Yes. I know I'm just a Pisces. Do you people honestly think I cannot hear that in my head before I actually say it? Seriously. Oh, dude, I am not very deliberately, because if if I medicate before I go live, I just end up sitting here staring at the camera going, what am I supposed to talk about? Yes. Yeah, I actually like Atlas better than Django, but the previously mentioned astrologer is a friend of mine, and I do kind of want to learn more about astrology, so she and I are going to trade. We're going to barter with each other. I'm going to teach her yoga. She's going to teach me about astrology, and she has already drugged me into her professional association. So, hey, she was handed the reins of this awesome organization. And she said one of the first things she thought is she had to drag me into it because I would fit in. Due to what, huh? Nice. Yes. I love me, and I love being me. Life is good, but life is bad at the same time. Life is like an electron. It's like having particle wave duality. You're not wrong, my friend. Atlas, go get some sleep. Yes. The nurse in the ER medicates you, and the doctor comes in, and you can't think straight. Yup. Oh, actually, the full moon is tonight. Fuck my life. Oops, I forgot. Yeah, 2 a.m. Y'all should probably get some sleep. We're going to be going for another hour and a half. Yeah, it was at 7:30 this morning, so technically tomorrow morning would work. Yep. Let's see. Is it marching band camp, or are you actually sitting? Because marching band camp, I could almost, as a teenager, have pulled that one off. Oh, you're in Scotland. Nice. Scotspur. Durr. Oh. Do you at least play a fairly light instrument? Flute, clarinet, alto sax. Note I say alto sax, tenor, and bari tend to get to the heavy metal. Trumpet's not so bad. I would not want to play trombone. Oh, honey. I am so sorry. As a former band kid, I am so sorry. Oh, talk about heavy metal. Oof. We were talking about that the other day. That's right. Memory of a Goldfish. Sorry. Yeah. And of course, is it the tuba, or do you have the sousaphone? Because at least if it's a sousaphone, you can prop it on a shoulder. Like I said, former band kid here. Yes, the heavy metal comes from me having played bari sax in high school. My first instrument was flute. Then I moved to piccolo, and then band got boring. And I picked up oboe. And then I picked up alto sax first. Then I picked up bari sax. Then I picked up oboe. Yes, sousaphone is good. Yes, cream soda, Dr. Pepper. My current favorite. Oh, I'm being told we need to do an ad real quick. But they are so different from the middle school one, because those are made of fiberglass and the high school ones are straight brass. The brass ones have a better tone to them, so I can understand why. And I would think that middle school kids would have the heavy metal because, well, they're more likely to damage it being kids. My oldest brother was a percussionist. Middle brother didn't play an instrument, really can't sing. Youngest brother played flute, just like mom. And then I picked up flute, and like I said, I started flute, grabbed piccolo. I ended up graduating high school playing 9 different instruments. And then most of the family also sings. My mom's younger brother is a drummer, as are his kids. Yep. older sister, I don't remember if she played an instrument, but her daughter and granddaughter both played flute. Oh no! Oh. My flute in high school has a dent in the head joint because it got slammed in a door. Oops. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, weight train. Yeah, that actually is not a bad idea. Oh. Hot cross buns, anyone? Yep. He's kicking the go-gurt box. He's tapping it with his toenails. Some schools, yes. The man behind the curtain says marching band is considered a PE credit. Only at some schools, not all schools, which is forkin' ridiculous, to be honest. Had to move the kitty go-gurt. He was kicking the box. Honestly, I would rather march with a sousaphone than a trombone. Yes, it's heavier in the long run, but you can, like I said, you wrap it around you so it's more evenly spaced. Whereas marching with the trombone, your arms are up here at all times, and it's really tiring. I mean, it's as bad as playing flute. I could not march with my flute anymore. Yeah, 2 a.m. sodas. Yeah. Yes. Contrabass, which I'm like, there's like a few instruments that have a contrabass. A friend in high school played contrabass clarinet. That's awesome, Empath. That is really freaking awesome. She ditched me. I didn't realize Luna had escaped again. I'm sitting here with 2-3 drinks. Oh, guess what? Let's do an ad real quick. A little bit of shameless self-promotion. Bear with me here. All right, y'all, let's take a minute and step into dietheYogaWitch.shop, where magic meets movement and your growth is supported on and off the mat. This is a space for transformation where yoga and life coaching come together to help you move forward with clarity, confidence, and purpose at a pace your nervous system can actually sustain. Alongside your practice, you will find some handmade intention-infused jewelry and some really fun Die the Yoga Witch merch, like yoga mats, coffee mugs, t-shirts, hoodies, and all sorts of fun stuff. Yes, we included some things for our furry familiars because I couldn't leave them out. That way we can all carry a little bit of magic with us each and every day. Tarot and oracle readings are available when you're seeking insight, and there are a limited number of local services offered for those nearby here in the Puget Sound region. But the heart of this space is supporting your daily practice, your growth, and your connection to yourself. If something in your life is shifting, growing, or just asking for some deeper intention, please, this is your sign. Come explore what we can create together at dietheYogaWitch.shop. All right, you guys, if you're enjoying this show and feel called to become a member of our Coven, please tap that join button and become a channel member. There are some really fun perks waiting for all of my witchlings, and membership levels start at just a single $1 a month. How affordable is that? Now, having said that, I do understand that the economy is kind of rough for all of us right now, so if you can't, if joining the channel is not in the cards for you right now, please remember you can still support our channel here for free by liking this video, subscribing, and sharing the video with a friend. You can also find all of the other ways to support me and all of my social here on my link tree, which is also in the box down below. I appreciate you guys so very much. I appreciate all your support. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let's get back to the show. Okay, give me a second. I'm not breathing well. Hey, Maple! Long time no see. So glad to see ya. That is the albuterol. We don't want the albuterol right now. We want this shit. All right. Uh-oh. Is a musician, does wedding singing. Oh, I miss singing so much. It's like a boat fart when you don't hit notes correctly. So we were at a competition. I was playing my oboe, and there was a lower note that I figured out that was what the two holes on each side of the bell were for my for my oboe. If I grabbed those holes with my knees and closed them, it would play that note. I didn't check to make sure that my bell was on properly when I went to hit it, and very much flubbed the note, and my band director glared at me. That was definitely an if looks could kill moment. Yeah, I hear you, empath, mental health. Uh-oh. What did I say that Grace is going to call people? Oh. Do-do-do. Into the field, after marching around the track, we have to go in lines. You're the leader of the line, so... Oh, yay, so you're section leader. So much fun. Oh, boy. Spill the tea, Maple. So, let me use my inhaler because I am getting seriously wheezy and I don't want to know what my pulse ox is. All right. So, the very first time I ever medicated with green. Thank you, Colton. I was so high. We went to bed. And I remember laying there in bed, and at some point I just, out of the blue as far as the man behind the curtain was concerned. That's what I thought. I'm like, have we been laying here having a conversation for the last few minutes? And he's like, no, why? And I'm like, because I've been laying here having an entire conversation with you in my head. And then a little later, something decided to get the phrase turtle burger stuck in my head. And I just laid there and giggled for a good 20 minutes saying turtle burger. Nope, I'm not going to mention the other one because it is far too late at night to give people that particular. Nope. Turtle burger. It's so much fun to say turtle burger. Turtle. Well, I'm not section leader, I'm just a freshman, but I'm talking about just walking. You get really March. I feel that one, Atlas. Oh no, Maple! Oh no! Obviously you're okay now, but that must have been so traumatic and so frustrating. I had a cop think he was going to have to break up a domestic violence situation because I got pulled over for one of my headlights being out. Bail enforcer. You had to click a button saying you would not come in here preaching. Sorry. Anyways, so at the time my now ex-husband worked graveyard shift, and I realized on the way in to pick him up from work that my headlight was out. Got pulled over in the middle of downtown in the small town we lived in, and I'm like, yes, I know it's out. As soon as everything opens up in the morning, I'm going to get it fixed. And my darling husband is over there. Oh, yeah, we're going to fix it tomorrow. And I'm like, started just glaring at him. And I'm like, will you stop? He didn't shut up. And I'm like, will you shut up? He didn't shut up. And I'm like, if you do not shut up, I'm going to get pissed. And he's like, Cop's like, everything okay? And I'm like, he just got off work. It's still yesterday for him. As soon as everything opens up this morning, I will call my brother and we will go get the new headlight, and we will get it replaced. And he's like, okay. And my ex was like, oh yeah, huh? It's tomorrow now. That's fantabulous, Maple. Husafel, do I think people these days drive way too fast beyond the speed limit? I am the wrong person to ask. I have a lead foot. Don't usually exceed the speed limit that much. But if I'm not paying attention, it's really easy to. Hey, Royce. I wanted, my poor ex-husband, I wanted to beat him with a wet noodle that morning. I can drive, but I don't drive. I currently don't have a vehicle, so. My parents couldn't teach me to drive. Nope. My dad, nope. Have a good one, Maple. Hopefully you pop up during Daily Draw one of these days soon. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because, I mean, probably, but I'm like, I don't have an Ankh. That is one of the, I'm not an Egyptian pagan, so I don't have Ankhs in the house. So, I think that was supposed to be, what do I like to cook? A lot of Asian food recently. Stir fry. Lots and lots of stir fry. Broccoli beef is second. Tacos are popular too. That's what I'm thinking. Royce, you can type your language and I have auto translate on, so it will translate it for me. I'm just hopeful you'll be able to understand what my answer is. Oh yeah. Get a mini bike and drive that on short trips to the store. Yep, they're not street legal, which is the sucky part. Oh, God. Oh, to be a teenager or a young adult again who can survive on less than an hour's sleep. Yeah. I want freaking sushi. I'm not a sushi fan. Never been a huge sushi fan. That same ex tried to get me to eat sushi, and I could not do it. He loved it. Hey, Addie, have a good one. Jabbo and Atlas. Oh, nope. Jabbo is not Atlas. Have a good night, Jabbo. Do I know who Offset is? Having a Pavlovian reaction. It rings a bell. Hibachis are good. No, not particularly. Ooh, New York style pepperoni pizza. Yep. I like to cook. I have started cooking the things I do primarily because the husband is gluten-free. I am going back gluten-free once I confirm a couple of things. And so I have learned to cook gluten-free. Have I ever been to Atlanta, Georgia? Don't know if I've been to Atlanta. Pretty sure I've been through Georgia. Yeah. Wait a little while. Yep. Being gluten-free is not cheap. It is a pain in the ass when you are out and about because, yes, the app Find Me Gluten-Free is awesome and great and everything. It does wonderful. But, it's not always entirely accurate. I mean, we went to a place that it said was gluten-free, and the only thing they had in the restaurant that was gluten-free was a side salad. Some Japanese food is very good. Ooh, Knoxville, Tennessee. Yes. My former best friend and that self-same ex-husband that I've referred to twice now, they're from Alabama. I was taught how to cook good Southern food. And my dad's family's from the Midwest, so no, I do not make salads that are not salads. The name of that restaurant is awesome. That sounds like one in the hubby's hometown, the Grub Hut. You are not the first person to mention South Park in connection with gluten-free food, but I do not know what the reference is. Not sure I want to know. Yeah, as long as he doesn't eat gluten, he doesn't get migraines anymore. Lucky. I had a feeling. Yeah, it's just South Park. Autoimmune issues. Yeah. POTS and MCAS. We're pretty sure that the HEDS is there as well, too. So, yeah. I hate people like, oh my god, gluten-free is just a trend. You'll be fine. Oh. There is a cook. He claims he's a chef, but there is a cook who I'm pretty sure has long since been blacklisted in the food industry, who said that when he got an order for gluten-free food, he would not only use the regular gluten pasta for them, but he had this way of adding extra gluten. And I'm like, dude, you are the type of chef or cook that lands people in the morgue. See, I can't do beer, but yeah. Try having the feeling of a peanut allergy attack after eating gluten. Yeah, basically. Jurisprudential legitimacy of governmental authority be constitutionally sustained when it's exercised. You know, you could have said that a whole lot more succinctly using $5 words instead of $50 words. However, comma. That is also a rather blatant violation of our rules where we don't talk politics in here. Oh, Tim, I am so sorry. Oh. Because those are not nice allergies. Those are ones that tend to go 0 to anaphylaxis in 30 seconds flat. Yeah. My girlfriend had allergy testing done, and when she went in for the results, the doctor looks at her and says, if it grows, you're allergic to it. So, yeah, that was fun. Peanuts and nuts. I am so grateful we don't have nut allergies in our family. We just have penicillin allergies, and I have oral allergy syndrome, which means certain foods make my mouth angry, but as soon as I chew them and swallow them, I'm fine. Pineapple being one of the worst. Avocado is right up there, and I think strawberries are too. Let me tell you what one of my favorite foods is: strawberry pineapple banana smoothies. 3 of those damn things are horrible. Yep. Eating out is impossible. We have to call a week ahead of our visits to places to get a list of restaurants we are able to visit. Yup. Yep. I can understand that when I quit dating now, but when I used to date because I never knew it was going to come my wife or not. Yep. What the fluff? Oh, yes. We are a poly-friendly stream, by the way. In Myrtle Beach, there's a good bit of places that have options. That's good to know. The little town I lived in on the other side of Puget Sound, had like 5 different places in downtown that advertised they were gluten-free. And I have a friend who at the time was gluten-free. They've since discovered she's not actually celiac. But she's like, this is this little bitty freaking sneeze and you miss it town. And it has 5 gluten-free places within a 3-block radius. And where I live in Seattle, we have to drive 10 miles to get gluten-free stuff. That makes sense. Mom's is a Myrtle Beach native. Yeah. That's why I'm back to eating gluten. I went back. Okay, so aside from the fact it's a bitch to eat out if you're gluten-free, we have wondered if I'm celiac or not. And when that question came up a few years ago, we had already been eating gluten-free long enough that my doctor's like, I can't test you for it. Not without putting you through misery because you have to eat gluten for at least 6 weeks before you can be tested. I just noticed I was missing something. What is polyamory? It is consensual non-monogamy. Someone mentioned that they stopped dating because they didn't know if anything was going to come home to their wife, and they retracted the message. And I'm like, you didn't have to do that. We're not going to judge here. We're good. Hello, stars in serenity. Arr. I swear I have dog hair up my nose again. Okay. Yes. So polyamory, like I said, yes. Oh boy. I'll let y'all have that conversation in the chat because and I'm going to remind you all once the question is answered, this is not a gender studies channel. We don't do ideological or gender debates, and we part agender and male. Yeah, that is actually, I like that definition. That is far more succinct than what I would have said. Yes. It's kind of on the non-binary spectrum. That is my understanding. It's kind of on the non-binary spectrum. And we are fine with non-binary. Yay, that is awesome, honey. I like to learn, so I ask questions. And you know what? Respectful questions are always appreciated. Now, if you start getting a little nosy and it feels like you're starting to fetishize with some of the questions, that's when we're going to be like, you're kind of stepping over the line, honey. So, but we have non-binary friends, family. We have at least 2. We have at least 2 transgender mods. We have 2 non-binary mods, and that's all I can remember off the top of my head. Yep. Thank you, Stephen Colbert is potato. Yep. And you know, if I'm... This is going to sound wrong. Please realize where it's coming from. If I am okay with my cousin being trans and my kid being non-binary and my other relatives being trans and non-binary, then who am I to say that people in my chat or in my staff have to be cisgender? You know? Shh. Forgot I had an alarm. Okay, fill a pot with water. Yeah, that's typically how you boil things. That's okay, honey. This is pretty much free for all. There are very few topics that are off limits. As you saw when you came in, the rules are pretty simple. We don't talk religion, we don't talk politics, and we do not debate gender and sexuality in here. Note I said debate. I'm just here with sprinkles of the tisms and ADHD. Oh, yay, another ADHD person. Yay! There it is. You get the tism, and you get the tism, and you get the tism. We all have the tism. Now, see. Did I not just say that we don't debate that shit in here? It comes up because it's part of who we are. But, you know, it's not the main topic of conversation in here. And, you know, what is the difference between someone who is trans discussing their journey to becoming their true self and some fucking trad wife talking about how she's so feminine? Either way, they're still talking about their gender, but one is acceptable and the other isn't. Please make it make sense. Yes, HFA has been taken out of common lexicon. It is now level 1, level 2, level 3. Level 1 is what used to be referred to as HFA. Level 2 needs a little bit more social support or a little more support in general, and level 3 needs high support needs. I am technically level 1, as is my kids and other members of the family. But we have other members who are levels 2 and 3. I am trying to spit this out. No, I know what Whopper's saying. Whopper's saying that trad wives and transgender people are sickening. But that particular word gets you an insta-ban. Sorry. Try again. Yep. We don't play with the R word in this chat. Nope. I have a developmentally delayed older sibling. We don't play with that word here. I was talking about our rules. So we have one basic rule here. We abide by the tolerance paradox. We will tolerate anything but intolerance. You come in here spewing any kind of hate, we ain't going to put up with you. To an extent, kindness allowed. We welcome respectful questions and respectful discourse, but that's about it. You can try, Atlas. You're kind of lucky that it's just the man behind the curtain as our only mod in here, and he knows you. I'm so thirsty. All right. We are moving to the electrolytes. I don't understand why people are so hateful towards each other. Why can't people just be happy? Because if people were happy, the economy would go down the toilet. They have to keep us at each other's throats so that we'll keep thinking that someone's better than the other, or we're othered or whatever. So we'll keep buying things to make ourselves better. That's kind of my thoughts, Grace. It's actually not bad lemonade for being powdered. Ouch! The noise I heard that made me turn to look that way was him getting up and coming over to me. Come here. Come on. You want to come say hi since you came and tried to crawl up my ass anyway? Sorry, I apologize for that. So I heard a noise and I turned around to see what the dog was doing that was making noise this time. Didn't see him there, so I went and looked, and his face was right here. And I'm like, love my dog. Dragged there to eat ice cream. I actually have 2 podcasts a week. Stars. Or Serenity. I have Bitch and Witch, which is the one time a week that we talk politics. And not even always then. And then Thursday night, I have the Yoga Witch's Cauldron, where I pretty much just kind of talk about the topic of the week, which this week is coming home to yourself. I have to stop and think. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm very, very lucky that my grandparents, both sets, were actually pretty decent. Oh, snoring kitty. The fact that my incubator's dad was such a cool person is the best because he was an Episcopal priest and a research chemist. So, but the fact that he was a priest and mostly he was a trash human, but he was immensely talented. Somebody asked if I like John Lennon. He was insanely talented, but he was a trash human. I mean, he was a shitty parent. Mine are not. Well, my grandpa on mom's side is okay, but my dad's side, yup. Boat fart like bacon. Yes. Yup. See. Yep. I am the rainbow sheep of my family. Kitty says that we're Seattle adjacent, but I lived in Portland for a while. The world is honked. I'm the goth sheep. See, I'm the rainbow sheep of the black sheep's family, which is why I get along so well with her extended family. But my mother was the racist, homophobic, words that I cannot say that without risking getting banned on Facebook. But the rest of her family is awesome. Hi, what are you doing, dude? Do you want to come say hi now? Come here. Yip, yip. Yip, yip. You know the drill. Come here. Oh, hi, sweet boy. Yes, I know. Mom's got to finish work, okay? I know you really, really, really want to go out. To Mom. Sorry, guys. Oh, no. See, I love pitties, the big old house hippos. Oh, they can kind of see you, bubber. Yes. A lot of people who grew up evangelical, that's the word I'm looking for, are learning that it was bad. Hey, you want to come up and say hi? There you go. Yip, yip. There you go. Come here. Yip, yip. Good. Yip, yip. All the way. There you go. Yes, 2 house hippo land seals. Luna is half house hippo. This guy is Malamute German Shepherd. There's the Luna. There we go. Hi, baby boy. I know I need to talk louder. This is Tookers. Can you pull Luna back down? There we go. This is Tookers. He's the baby of the family. Oh, okay. Oh no. Okay, baby. You want to go get Dad? Dad's calling. Go get Dad. Go see Dad. Yep. I know. Go see Dad. Yep. Okay. All right. Sorry, I have to defer this, or else it will be the only thing I can look at for the next 6 weeks. Sorry. House hippo is a common moniker for pit bulls. I'm uprooting my life in Texas to move to Colorado with no plans. What are the odds of success? Well, you're leaving Texas for Colorado. So that's a success in and of itself. Why do you say I'm lucky, Parthy? Okay, remuting. Texas has good barbecue. Why do you say I'm lucky, Parthy? Texas does have good barbecue. So does Kansas City. That's a good-sized doggo. That's a good-sized doggo. Tooker's is like 75 pounds these days. Luna is... I think she's 85. Yeah. Tooker's is a... So Fuzzbud is 18.75. Luna is 88. Sarge is 18. And Tooker's is 71. Ah, cool. From KC. Nice. Now here's the question. Are you from Kansas City, Kansas or Kansas City, Missouri? Big lapdog. Yes. Sorry. It's pink lemonade flavored electrolyte powder. Because this potsy ass witch doesn't get enough salt. Yeah. One doesn't normally come out as autistic. You get diagnosed. I have family down in St. Louis area. I have funny stories about me and lemonade. Did you know that lemonade, or that lemon, and it has to be real lemon? Go get some rest, Tim. Combats nausea. I survived through my first pregnancy on lemonade. It had to be the real stuff. It had to be the fresh made stuff. It could not be powdered lemonade. But just smelling a lemon can help banish nausea. So I lived through my first pregnancy by drinking lemonade constantly. Oh, Hyperemesis gravidarum? Not your friend. Citric acid gives severe heartburn. Yep, that's not uncommon. That's part of why I had reflux the entire time I was pregnant, too. The joys! Well, especially if you're in the heat. Oh, wait. Yeah, if you're in the heat, add some lemon to the water. It'll help, too. I believe lemon juice also has some electrolyte value to it, but I cannot remember, so please do not quote me on that. Go ahead and show it. Because, I know. Just go ahead. Stuffed animals. You mean like not twitchy here? Or mini not twitchy? Or the piggy? Or Vader bear? Or the cheetah leopard? Or Charmander? You know, nah. I'm also a mom and a grandmother, so. My first thought when he said stuffed animals was taxidermy. Super hot the first day, but it's been raining and they make us march and play in the rain. Yeah, unfortunately, but you know, parades don't always get canceled when there's rain. I ate a lot of fruit and had a lot of smoothies. Yup. I have 6 grandkids. I have 6 grandkids. The youngest 2, let's see, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, are 8 months old. Yeah. Hey, Army. Ah, well, happy birthday, friend. So the youngest are 8 months old. Next youngest is going to be a year old soon. Shortly enough that mom is planning the birthday party already. So that's those 2. The next 3. The next oldest is 3 in December. 4 in December. 4 in December. Next oldest is going to be 6 in November. 4 in November, 6 in November. And then the oldest turned 7 this past June. Haha. An axolotl! Yay! Axel, I like this, the third one there. Yes, axolotl. See, my kids, the ones I birthed, are 27, almost 28. We're yeah, rapidly approaching that one's birthday. So 27, 25, and 22. Will be 23 the end of August. I am 48. I had to stop and think. Almost said 47. I am 48. So I am approaching 50 a lot faster than I am happy with. Most of the time, I don't feel like I'm pushing 50. And then I do something stupid and my back hurts. And I'm like, yep. The body's definitely telling me we're getting close here. But what kills me, the oldest of my cousins just turned 60 a couple of weeks ago, and we were talking about our grandfather's 60th birthday. I have no actual memories of it, but I have been told about things that happened at the family gathering. And I commented that it blows my mind to stop and think about how I am 48 right now. So I, right now, am the age my mother was my senior year of high school. And I know how I feel at this age. I do not feel like I'm in my late 40s. I usually act it, usually. But as you guys have said, I don't look like I'm as old as I am. I don't feel it. But my mother was completely gray. Oh, I am so sorry, Pud. She was completely gray and dressed like the Golden Girls when she wasn't trying to dress like a teenager. Thank you, Patricia. I am so sorry, Pud. Losing my dad wrecked me. So we feel for you, friend. May her journey through the veil have been swift and easy. Losing a parent is not easy for most of us. And for the few of us who do celebrate having lost a parent, hey, Sage, you don't have school in the morning. What are you doing up this late? Or this early? Ooh. The first year is the hardest. It truly is. Talking to the non-biological daughter, She was my little brother's daughter. And her mom was my best friend for almost 30 years. Like I said, we lost my little brother in March of 21. And just this past week, she busted out Dad's Switch and was playing Switch, I think with either her husband, I can actually say that, with her husband or one of her kids. And I'm like, how'd that go? And she's like, it made me miss him more. And I'm like, yeah, I can see that one. It's been 3 years. Or no, 5 years. How the fuck? 5 years. Ooh. Thank you, Tara. Terracotta? Terracotta Bai. That is a very cool name. Make sure you don't leave them in the sun very long so that none of them get, sun bleached. Case in point, this sat on a windowsill for very, very, very long stretches of time. And you can tell it's not so pink anymore. Again, at least it was aimed at transgender men this time. Scheisenhosen. My cousin's name is Amethyst. Okay. Thank you, Atlas. I was trying to not say much, but it was pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and show that one. I do give credit for the fact that it wasn't about, trans women. We don't do either ors here. Dude, I am a bisexual woman. I cannot make a decision. Oh, it's Boondock Saint. I do vaguely remember you. Hello. One of the bonus kids is non-binary, bisexual, and poly. And they're like, seriously, I can't make a decision. Yes, share pictures of your crystal collection. Not going to. Of course we want to see pictures of your crystal collection, Sage. Come on. You know us. I have to take pictures of my collection. Oh my gosh. I saw a video of someone who does art and it was like pick a side and it flipped to a FaceTime and someone was with the person's parents. Nice. I wish I knew where where it came from. I cannot remember if I picked it up at Goodwill or at a clothing swap. I acquired it at some point and I love it. You have an issue with us existing? I would say I have, cis-het fatigue, but I'm married to a cis-het, so, I can't bitch too much. Oh, so the full moon, you basically have 3 days of full moon energy. So if you missed putting them out on the first night of the full moon, you still have 2 nights. So yes, go ahead and pop them in the moonlight. Just 2 things. Remember to bring them in before the sun rises, and also if it's raining, put them on a windowsill so they stay dry. Het. Cis-het. Cisgender heterosexual. Parthy, for the 3rd time, how am I lucky? That works. See, I point to the window behind me. I have my ritual circle outside my window. And frequently for full moon when I'm charging my crystals, I will take them and put them on the offering plate for for the earth element. It's really cool. Aww, I'm so sorry, Parthy. We've lost 3. Yeah, gotcha. I'm sorry, Parthy. I took her since snoot boops. Oh, a crystal skull! Can I reach? I can. Closest I have is my perfume skulls. I have this one, and you can see the white one in front of my oath of enlistment. It is one of the hardest things. I agree with you, Parthy. Yeah. Grace. We stream every day. We are here, as I said, we're in Seattle, so we're Pacific time. We have a 2-hour show from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. every day but Saturday. One of the things that I do in there is I do our Witchy Wisdom segment. Right at the moment, we are doing Tarot 101. We finished up Witchy 101 about 3 weeks ago. There is a playlist for both of those on my channel here. Traffic jam or love fest, Luna? Sorry, I got distracted by the furry children. Yes, I am teaching people how... we are covering the major arcana this week. We'll be covering the minor arcana for the next couple of weeks. And then we'll talk about some spreads and layouts. So yeah, catch the playlists. And then come check out the stream. Thank you. Uh-oh. Do you want to come say hi? Come here. Oh, are you not going to step over Took again? The furry overlord has come in to say hi. Atlas, the broom closet is not a comfortable place, but I understand. Oh, there goes Fuzzbutt. Dude, that is an instant report here. We take that shit seriously as someone who has battled ideation most of my life at this point. So, thank you, Grace. I try. I try very hard to be a beacon of love and hope in the darkness that is our current society. I try really hard. So, in about a minute and a half, we are going to have our blessing, our midnight blessing. So, Heathcliff! Oh my god. Heathcliff, Heathcliff, no one could terrorize the neighborhood. Anyways. We're glad you're here too. Yeah, it's the 2 a.m. blessing for y'all. He has his head on the leg of the chair. Nope. Do not look at me in that tone of voice, Kit Kat. You want to come say hi? Bear with me. Oh, hell. Nope. Don't have time, Fuzzbutt. I'll make room for you to come through in a minute, okay? I have to negotiate with the cat. Namaste, my witchlings. Tonight, we once again gather in this quiet little corner of the world. The day's responsibilities have been set aside. The notifications have finally gone silent. The world has slowed, if only for a little while. And here we are, together. Somewhere along the way, so many of us were taught that love was conditional, that acceptance had to be earned, that our bodies had to look a certain way, that our productivity determined our value, that our faith had to fit someone else's expectations, that our differences somehow made us less deserving of belonging. So, we learned to perform, to shrink, to hide, to apologize for taking up space, to fight against the very bodies carrying us through this life. And, after a while, we forgot what it felt like to simply come home. Not to a house, not to a city, not even to another person, to ourselves. Tonight, I invite you to stop running. Just for a little while. Let the world keep spinning without you. Right now, just breathe. Your body has been carrying you through every joy you've celebrated, every loss you've survived, every mountain you've climbed, every valley you have walked through. It has scars, it has stories, it has wisdom, and maybe, just maybe, instead of criticizing it tonight, we can simply thank it. Not because it's perfect, but because it's been trying, just like you are. That, to me, is one of the holiest acts there is. To stop fighting ourselves long enough to remember that we were never the enemy. As we prepare to light our candle tonight, I invite you to think about the flame for a moment. Fire doesn't apologize for shining. It simply burns according to its own nature. Perhaps we're not so different. Perhaps our task isn't to become someone else. Perhaps it's simply to become fully ourselves. So, wherever you are tonight, whether your candle is real or imagined, know this: you belong here, exactly as you are. Not the version of yourself you hope to become someday. The one who showed up tonight. The one who keeps loving and keeps choosing kindness, even when the world makes that choice difficult. May this flame remind us that home has never been a destination waiting. Come on. May this flame remind us that home has never been a destination waiting somewhere outside ourselves. It has always been waiting within us. May its light warm the places that have grown cold with fear. May it illuminate the corners we've hidden from ourselves. May it soften our judgments, strengthen our compassion, and remind us that there is nothing we need to prove before we are worthy of this love. Blessed be this flame. Blessed be this night. Blessed be every weary soul seeking a place to rest. And blessed be the quiet courage it takes to come home. Blessed be, and namaste, witchlings. And we're back. Before I came here, I was talking to a friend, and he said, "Oh, Atlas." The mom and me just came out hard on that one. Oi. Yeah. Okay, scroll back up so I can catch. Hey, Credence. Hi, Sabrina. I did see you there. Glad it resonated, Boondock. Oh, Atlas. Atlas. Oh, my God. Are they still growing? Is he still growing? That is my primary concern because they're bad enough when you're not growing and you wear them that long, but if you're still growing, that can do damage to your ribs. There's a reason you're only supposed to wear them for like 10 hours. Yeah, 8-10 hours is like the absolute longest. My munchkin is non-binary, and I learned a lot about binders from them. I'm assuming Taco Bell. Oh, yeah. I would not normally recommend something like this, but please talk to his mom or his parents. Hey, Wasteland. Still waiting to hear back from the ex-husband. I did message him again. I swear to God, I wish I could reach through my phone and rattle him. He's busy, though. Yeah. And see, people say that kids that young are too young to know, and I'm like, mine came out as non-binary at 13. Hey, Hammer. I know. So it's not that you produce less air, so most people, when they fall asleep, their breathing becomes shallower. And they only chest breathe. So if your chest is being compressed, yeah, I would be strapping a pulse oximeter onto that friend and saying, see, this is what you're doing to yourself. That's around the age I learned what I was feeling was gender dysphoria. Yep. Oh, damn. I got them from Zenny, and unfortunately, I think this particular frame is retired. However, they do have other really cute heart-shaped frames, as does I Buy Direct. Hence why I have a CPAP. I also have sleep apnea. Thank you, United States Navy. Yeah, shallow. Moving mousey, babe. Yeah. That's something. The man behind the curtain has listened to me fall asleep, and he says he knows when I fall asleep because I go from my normal meditation breathing, you know, the long inhales, the long drawn out exhales, and then I start panting. Oh, apparently I pant and then I just kind of stop breathing? I can understand why it's unnerving. Thank you, orangutan. Ribs back. Yup. Yes! We will look forward to seeing you again, Grace. Yeah, the Munchkin didn't do binders for the first couple of years, partly because, you know, finances, but it's a little better. You know, there's a lot more I could say here, but again, I don't want to get into the whole gender ideology and gender debate thing, but double sports bras are some of the best things that man created for non-binary, gender fluid, and trans men. Just saying. Hey, Jordy, how are you doing tonight? It is morning for most people. Technically, it's morning for us here. I still can't move the chair. Yes, I did say I had a hammer and sickle. That is true, Atlas. This is more talking about safety and mental health practices. This is one of those times, or that is one of those times where mental health and physical health kind of, you gotta pick which one you're gonna support here. Oh, that's right. Boondock is in Texas. Stars at night shine big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Anyways, I had a Pee Wee Herman moment here. Hey, Twink. Some days are better than others, Jordy. Ponytail's starting to pull, so. Oh, yeah. That's some hair. I swear, everything I need is within arm's reach of my desk. No thank you. I don't generally take requests like that. Manny Paquin. Anna Paquin is who I'm thinking of. Anna Paquin played Rogue, and she also played... Sookie Stackhouse. That's what I'm thinking of. Yep. Yeah. Sports bra keeps me flat enough to where I don't mind, but not where I would like it to be. But I'd rather be safe than not be able to breathe or walk in the future. Very true. I cannot for the life of me remember where the Munchkin got their binders from, but it was a pretty decent company with a good reputation. There is a method to my madness here. All right. These will become braids later. Tail 1, tail 2. But doing this, I don't get a headache from the ponytail anymore. How can I be arrested for child abuse when my children are all well over the age of 18? And what am I doing that is abusive towards my children? Please, tell me. Oh no, she's a safe space for her children to, express their individuality and their own, people. Yeah, Wasteland, that's a scam. Thank you, Atlas. I allowed my children to be their own people. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. What a horrible parent I am. Acknowledging that, queerness is a thing and acknowledging that biology is not the same for everyone, Actually having known someone who studied the actual biology of how many genders there truly are. I don't have a trans kid. I have a non-binary kid. I have a gender fluid kid. But no, I don't have a transgender kid. I have a transgender cousin. I have a soul sister who is transgender. But no, none of my kids are trans. And again, my children are all over the age of 21. The one who thought they were straight actually isn't. So, you know. Hey, Truth. Goddess bless you, my friend. Thank you, Wasteland. I tried. None of my kids are on antidepressants. I have one who takes an anxiety med, but that stems kind of from, you know, years and years of trauma. Not at my hands. What? We didn't suppress. Hey, cat, love you. We didn't suppress who they were, so they didn't need them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That is true, Atlas. My child who takes anxiety meds has PTSD. Yeah. And again, child is not trans. Oh, I know they're saying that I caused the trauma, and I straight up said the trauma was not inflicted by me. It was inflicted by others. Sorry. People are being... Ha! Almost knocked soda over. That would have been Dr. Pepper abuse. What are you doing up this late, cat? Right, Atlas? These people who were lucky enough to be born with awesome parents. Not all of us were. He did. He finally got he made me shut up and quit interacting. Yeah, because I've been wearing them off and on all night, and now they have makeup on them. How did they get makeup on them? I hate wearing glasses. Okay, I'll accept that, cat. You need sleep. Yes, I mom my cousins, too. Why are my glasses foggy? Ugh. I'm grumpy now. I know. All right. We have about 10 more minutes. So what's up with you tonight, cat? How's work going? How's life? Oh, Hell's Bells and Tinker Toys. Yeah, well, you've already said you're staying up. I'll bet you cat. Cat has work. It's... Oh, that figures. Hey, Nundy. How are you doing tonight? Ooh. See, about 1:15, that's about what time I usually manage to crawl into bed. I'm hoping to get to bed on time-ish tonight. That's something resembling on time tonight. Seeing as how I have acupuncture early in the morning. That's better. Trying a different cloth to see if they'll clean the other ones. One of them days. I'll tell you what. Yeah, it's 2:20 for Cat too. Yeah. Ha! Yup. These are the ones that I wear during my daytime stream. And these are just my normal work everyday glasses. Don't know why I did that, but I did. But these are so cute and comfy. I occasionally have to bounce between my glasses because the nose pads on on these will dig and hurt, but not enough to convince me to go back to contacts. That just sounds painful. Did I get them clean? I got them clean finally. Yay! Literally everything in the office I can reach from my chair. Nice. We have a jury study in the morning, and you're the closer. Well, at least you're the closer, so that means you don't have to be up god-awful early in the morning. My dad started calling me by my chosen name. Oh, that is so awesome! Yay! You know, the man behind the curtain and I had a conversation when the Munchkin opted to change their name. And, he was not necessarily for this idea, which I understand his point of view. But as I said, yes, I gifted them that name when they were born. And it fit them at the time. But you know what? It no longer fits them, and like any outfit you have that no longer fits, you're going to return it and get a new one, right? And that's essentially what they did. Hey, Allie. So, who am I to tell my child that, they're not allowed to change their name? And the worst part is, I changed mine from my birth name. Yes, my current name is very close to my birth name, but yes, I did. I changed my name before they did. So I really felt like I had no room to say no. Right around the same time. At least my chosen name is just my given name backwards. Hey, that's actually kind of cool. When I changed my name, I was trying to get away from the name my mother gave me. And then realized that after I had already gone through the trouble of changing my name, that A, my dad was the one who actually chose my name, and B, the name I went to was her nickname for me. Why the angry face? Okay. I think it was an accident. Navi is a pretty name. Man. Names are so much fun. They really are. So I'm now Navi. Yes. Now Ivan. Okay. Ivan's a cool name too. Vas. Okay. Rachel. I love that name. But I am partial to the name Rachel, as it was the name of one of my first friends. So it has always, and all of the Rachels I've known have been really awesome people, so we're good. Rachel is a good name. Emperor Comatose, kneel before me. The artist formerly known as Prince. Yes. Sweetheart, please quit spamming the chat. Label. Please do not spam anymore. But names are so cool, and we've had the conversation in here a couple of times. That's right. About how certain people, just from their name, you know what kind of person they're going to be. Richard tends to be a really awesome person. Rich, usually a really cool guy. A Richard who goes by the nickname Dick is gonna live up to his name. Christophers tend to be cool. Chris's 50-50. Toph, usually cool. Anyway. Mirror free and living Peter. Okay. I had forgotten that Navi was the hey! Fairy's name. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell in your ear, babe. But that's Navi. Hey! It's dangerous. Don't go alone. Take me. I forgot that the man behind the curtain hasn't played any of the Zelda games. And yeah, and the fact that I just yelled that into the mic because I'm not the brightest crayon at, O Dark 30. We got about 5 more hours before it's O Dark 30. Well, hello. That would be the man behind the curtain. I'm being yelled at. Give me a second. I was being yelled at and I was going to rescue the kitty cat, but no. That's right. He is the one. Thank you, cat. Speaking of cat. There. Hi, Fuzzy Butt. You didn't get to... I did fling the cat. He didn't get to come say hi during stream earlier today because Mr. Tookers was in the way. This is Mr. Fuzzy Butts. That is my food, you furry little demon. You're good, cat. Don't even. I will make you quit licking my Fuzzy Bites. Mom has a snack sitting on the laptop. Really? Hi, baby. Oof. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, do not give Mom the heckin' chomp on the nose. Sorry. My apologies. Oh, Juko baby. Sorry. I'm playing with the kitty. He demands attention, as y'all can see. He is purring so loud. Aww, baby kitties. Casper. You know, that's how I tend to refer to people of lighter shades of pale on certain social media sites where they don't like you referring to specific colors. I say Casper's kin. Yeah. Or the opposite of the void. Are we good now? Okay. is so sweet. My band director, it's been 30 years since I was in this band's class, 31. And he's one of the people from high school who actually calls me by the correct name now. But it took him a little while, even on Facebook, where, you know, the name is right in front of you. He would still occasionally refer to me by the wrong name. I have a couple of classmates from high school who on Facebook will call me by the wrong name and misspell it, which makes me laugh so hard. Because, to my way of thinking, if they're calling me by the wrong name, it tells me they do remember me from back then. Because if they didn't, they'd use the name that's in front of them, right? So, and there's one person in my life who I just don't care that he calls me by the wrong name. The chances of him ever using the correct name are slim to none. I need some mental bleach now. That makes sense. Okay. Well, it has been 2 hours now, my lovely lovelies. Kind of want to keep talking, kind of don't. Oh, you don't want to, Wasteland. Poison. Literally. That's what it's talking about. You don't want to know. Oh my God. Is it your fur I'm getting up my nose constantly, child? Either works, honey. I am both. Hell, my non-biological kids and their kids all call me Mama Di, so. Which I think is really adorable. I wanted to rescue the piggies from you. Just chill, you furry little demon. You don't want to know. Yeah, at your own risk. There we go. Hi, what are we doing? Hi. All right. He's a happy cat. I'm a happy boy. Why are your eyes all goopy gunky, baby? Ugh. Mental bleach will not be provided. Yes, thank you, babe.
We need to go. Bye.
Yep. I need to go get some sleep. I need to take the puppers out for their bedtime walkies. I need to eat something because all of a sudden I'm hungry. And then it is off to La La Land and dream time so I can go do acupuncture in the morning. I did not know that. Apparently y'all heard him? I have no idea. I can't hear. Y'all have an awesome night. Yay! Thank you, Sage. Uh-oh. We warned you, sweetheart. I can't wait to see it, Sage. I'll take a look once we're off stream. Okay, my lovelies. I got a kitty to scratch. He's demanding scritches. All right, we're going to do our closing. Stick around for a minute. I have 3 biological, 3 non-biological that call me mom, and I have lost count of the number of bonus kids I have at this point. Child. What are we doing? Okay. All right, my lovelies. Your son. Hey, y'all, before we go, quick little reminder that this space does exist solely because of our Witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors here, just shared magic, mutual care, and a whole lot of love. So please do me a favor, do the like, share, and subscribe thing. Join the channel if you have the financial means to do so, and help us grow our community by telling a friend all about us. And now it's time to go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is enough darkness, hate, and discontent out there. Let us choose to be steady lights of love and joy and hope for those stumbling in the shadows. Make sure your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, claws, know exactly how much they mean to you. Time is not a strict progression of cause to effect. It is more of a big ball of wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff, and it moves faster than any of us realize. That means those chances to say I love you one last time are not ever guaranteed. If you take one thing and only one thing away from what I say here every day, I really, really, really want you to always, always remember this. You are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose for existing is real and genuine, even if you don't know what it is yet. I love you guys to bits and pieces. I hope every last one of you has the most fantabulously magical rest of your day or night, wherever you are. I will see y'all next time. Namaste, Witchlings.